First, let's meet some witnesses for the defense.
Hello, my Chinese name is Wang Yuan, my English name is Amber.
My name is Shang Chenyu and my English name is Javira.
I'm Bianca Smarandoiu and I come from Romania.
The first thing we did was making the Blackboard course of English a lot smaller. We got rid of most of the self-study materials and instead included additional information on the assignments that were given out in the Wimber classroom sessions. We also tried to make the assignments more thought-provoking by, for instance, asking the Chinese students for their opinion on TV censorship, and worked together with the Western students in presenting the case for or against censorship of a television program like The X Factor. The Chinese authorities are of the opinion that programs like The X Factor corrupt the morals of young people, and as a result, it has been outlawed. As we wanted to build in a bit of a thrill in the use of Blackboard, we made a particularly nasty episode of The X Factor available to the Chinese students.
Yes or no?
Absolutely 100% rubbish. She's got a really bad attitude. She will never be a star in the music business.
I really want to throw your water on him.
Debbie storms back in. But Louis sees what's coming.
I've not passed it yet. Yeah. It's not mine.
I saw it coming. Simon, I saw that coming.
You threw water over.
Because she was going to do it to me.
In another assignment, we asked both the Chinese and the Western students to explore each other's culture with respect to beliefs and superstitions. And next lesson, report live in classroom.
Okay, now I'm talking about something about superstition. There are many differences between Chinese superstitions and Western ones. The typical one must be the numbers. Chinese people believe that the number 4 means death and the number 8 means to become rich. That is all about the pronunciation of the numbers is similar to this Chinese word, means rich, death, or something like that.
I learned the Dutch culture and people how to live or study in the Netherlands.
Does that help you? Have you found it helpful?
Yes, it is very helpful because before I came to the Holland, I know the culture and another things. It helped me to realize and understand what people live, how people live.
Yeah, I chose this course because I want to be familiar with the European course before I been to the Netherlands.
Yeah. What did you learn from the course?
I learned from course about the religion and also the history, some history about the European parts, and also I know the difference between our Asian culture, and let me be not so afraid to be here, and maybe before I came here I can have some preparation inside and not be so afraid to come here and live alone.
So, what changes did we make in this pilot round? Language learning was no longer an isolated affair, but happened integrated with content acquisition. The students, the Western students, no longer functioned as a sort of teachers, but were learning partners, taking part in the same projects, doing their bit, just as the Chinese students did. Blackboard was no longer the most important player, but Wimber Classroom became the focus of the course, and additional content was offered through Blackboard. Do you think you learned any English through the course?
Yes, because at the same time we also have some exercise online, and the coach will accompany with me. We do the exercise together.
What I like about being a coach is that you can really learn about the culture of China.
I prefer to learning in a real class because I used to this style of learning, and I can concentrate more in the real class, and maybe on internet. Sometimes I will not concentrate a lot and think of other things. It always happens.
Oh, right.
Yes, and sometimes if I study in the online class, the internet connection will sometimes will have some problems, so it is make us difficult to communicate.
When Javeria says this,
maybe before I came here, I can have some preparation inside and not be so afraid to come here and live alone.
my conclusion as a teacher in this course can only be, from an acculturation point of view, the course has worked.